I'm Kenan Scott with the Seminole Showcase Update. In the past week, 11 children have been hit by drivers as they waited at school bus stops around the country. 5 died. The other 6 suffered various injuries. The latest incident happening Thursday in Tampa. 1 child was in critical condition. 2 other children and 2 adults all had serious injuries after getting hit while waiting for a school bus. Police say it happened while the group was waiting on a sidewalk. Witnesses say that's when a speeding car crashed into them. The driver was arrested at the scene. Could it be a classic case of buyer's remorse? Former FSU head coach Jimbo Fisher was gracious in a press conference discussing the Seminoles, praising the team and their direction, while also expressing that he never intended to leave. After referring to FSU as the other place in an interview this spring, the new Texas A&M coach didn't hesitate to name-check the Noles at SEC Media Days, saying, "I had no intention to leave Florida State. I was very happy and content there. As you know, life changes and decisions are made. Everyone there was wonderful to me, and I have nothing but respect and admiration for what they do and wish them nothing but the best in the future." Fisher resigned before the 2017 regular season finale to take a $75 million deal with the Aggies. From October 9th to October 12th, 2018, FSU's campus closed as Floridians braced for Hurricane Michael, a devastating storm that ravaged the Panhandle. Upon students returning to school, many were met with accelerated course schedules as professors tried to accommodate for the lost time, leading to more study hours, more assignments, and most of all, more stress.
So when we had the hurricane, we had to think about how we were going to redo the syllabus and cover the course material. Some of the material we have to sort of incorporate into the lectures that were pre-existing. One of the things we did in my big intro to policy class is we have a review day, and then try to be available in office hours or in contact with students who might need extra help because the review day was shortened a little bit.
Professor Coleman was eager to remind students of FSU's various on-campus resources for managing stress, and emphasizes willingness to work with students who may still be feeling the impact of Michael. Mr. Dreyfus, in 1997, you made the largest donation in history to a Florida public school, a gift of $1 million to create DSOA. And what was it that inspired you to do so?
I was trying to get the Palm Beach County Center for the Arts built. But by 1997, the Dreyfus School had already had a wonderful foundation board, and Dr. Prinsky had been so admiring of the Performing Arts Center that he came to me and said, it's a shame that the center doesn't have your name on it, but since we're right next door, how about we name the school for you? Frankly, wasn't particularly incented to until I learned about your audition process. The fact that it is colorblind, religious blind, economically blind, and one of the most important things to me, no legacy. You get in on your own talent, and as a result of that, I can have huge respect for every one of you. You guys got in because of what you did, not because of who your parents are or your socioeconomic background. And this was hugely important to me.
Against the backdrop of what was once the Union, FSU's famed Moore Auditorium may seem dreary and gray, but inside, students get to kick back and unwind with some laughs, courtesy of student improv troupe No Bears Allowed.
I wish my Uncle Jerry and my dad were here. No Bears Allowed is the improv troupe on FSU's campus. Just students from FSU and TCC doing improv together.
I can talk still.
Political science junior Matthew Dickinson was recently admitted to the Level 3 performance team. After being in No Bears for 2 years, he reflected on his experience and offered advice for those who may seek a future on the comedy stage.
For all the people who didn't get into Level 3 or didn't get into Level 2 this year, we really want the best performers possible, so I encourage people to keep coming out and auditioning. But I think outside of No Bears, I don't think there's any reason there needs to be only one improv team. It's a big community of performers. I think the more improv groups, the better. So I would rather see the improv community expand.
That's our Seminole Showcase Update. I'm Kenan Scott.